Welcome back to another episode of your Digital Hustle News. As always, I'm Wade Teamer. UNISWAP is SEC's current target for investigation, something we saw coming, especially after Gary made it known that they were going to target DeFi exchanges. But the more I look into this investigation, the more curious I am because there are, as always, pieces to this puzzle that just don't seem to fit together. Now, we're going to source the Wall Street Journal for this episode because they're talking about Uniswap. Now, the reason why I highlight which publication, specific publications that I source from when it's necessary is because I understand the weight that these publications hold in certain communities and circles in certain circles. So if the Wall Street Journal is covering Uniswap and this whole situation, then they're intentionally trying to get this asset on the radar of certain people. All right. Now, once we read further into this, you'll kind of reach the same conclusion that I have reached, that this is the first punch. The second punch they're going to throw is going to send Uniswap to new all-time highs. This is my personal belief, but let me tell you why. Regulators invest crypto exchange developer Uniswap Labs. Now, it starts by saying Uniswap, the Security and Exchange Commission is investigating the startup behind one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges as regulators probe further into parts of the digital asset market that have resisted oversight, according to people familiar with the matter. Regulators are examining Uniswap Labs, the main developer of the world's largest decentralized exchange. The people said enforcement attorneys are seeking information about how investors use Uniswap and how it is marketed. So they're trying to figure out, guys, if people are using Uniswap to invest in assets or trade assets that are initially deemed securities. Okay, so real quick example, are people in Uniswap trading XRP when they're not supposed to? Apparently. But a spokesman for Uniswap said the company is committed to complying with the laws and regulations governing our industry and to providing information to regulators that will assist them with the inquiry. Now, this next sentence is where it begins to get weird. All right. An SEC spokeswoman declined to comment, saying the agency doesn't confirm or deny these investigations. Now, right then and there, I want to show you this form. This was taken out. This is courtesy of the Security and Exchange Commission, guys. You can find this on sec.gov using one of their search engine systems. But going through this filing, all right, I can tell you right now, this was the one that was filed in September. It's focused at one specific investor. That's the crazy thing. It's only focused around one individual. Total amount sold, $16 million. That's what they're looking for. Okay. Investors, selective securities in offering have been or may have been sold to persons who do not qualify as accredited investors. The total number of investors who have already invested in the offering is one. Okay. This section here, again, is where it also gets weird. Number of unqualified investors that have invested that they are looking to go after. It's just one person. Now, of course, I am not necessarily an expert when it comes to the SEC Securities and Exchange, although I am learning. But this looks like to me that what they attempted to do by announcing this in the Wall Street Journal and every crypto publication around the same time that everyone's talking about Ripple and Coinbase and Binance, again, once the SEC is done regulating these exchanges, guys, they all will go crazy. They'll have approval. They'll be verified. They'll be validated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. That is going to, like I said, solidify these assets. Now, goes on to talk about how Gary is facing more scrutiny, this, that, and the third. Now, they're going to break down what the initial problem is, okay, where the source of the investigation is. The civil investigation of Uniswap Labs appears to be in its early stages and may not produce any formal allegations of wrongdoing. Decentralized exchanges don't have a central person or team deciding which tokens can be traded over the protocol. So, unlike a traditional stock exchange that chooses to list or delist securities, a DEX allows its users to decide what to trade. Tens of thousands of unique tokens can be traded on Uniswap. Similarly, Uniswap's trading model allows profits to be distributed to a broad user base. Some Uniswap users make money by contributing to protocols, to pools of assets that other users can trade with. Those contributors are eligible for a slice of the transaction fees that trading on Uniswap generates. Now, if, for example, these assets that liquidity providers, people who are providing liquidity to, if they happen to be securities, that is where the problem is. Okay. So, what we see forming as an overall thing is the Securities and Exchange Commission simply wants to make sure that the assets being traded and invested in are essentially reputable institutions. Okay? That means that there's going to be this culling process of cryptos is going to continue over the next few months. So you have to you have to watch your assets and make sure they're handling everything by the book. All right. The SEC in the Ripple case is going to define securities when it comes to crypto assets. There are other countries around the world already defining crypto assets the same way that securities are defined. They are defining the investment relationship with cryptos based on technology and usage. All right. In the United States, we just have a different level, a different language, a different way of getting to the same conclusion. We always want to put it on a bigger scale, make sure everybody can see what we're doing. But the end game is going to be the same. Once that is announced, once this phase is over, guys, another catalyst that is going to make December, January look very, very pretty. But some statistics on Uniswap, and this is why I'm still rocking with Uniswap. You guys mentioned in the community tab that your focus right now was DeFi. When it comes to DeFi, Uniswap has no competitors. All right. Now, Aave, Compound, yes, these are lending protocols. They perform well. They have large market caps, large partners, and such. But you can look at that as more of a institutional level asset, Aave and Compound. When it comes to Uniswap and the $1 billion of transaction value that they accrued in August, that's retail level. That's every day. That's, user interface that anybody can get on and use. Institutions can use it too, but it's targeted at the everyday person. All right. So again, the headline hits Uniswap is being targeted by the SEC. That's going to cause some fear with Uniswap investors. That will allow other investors, bigger whales, to get involved because they know that when the SEC gets done, it's going to be approved. Because, like I said, guys, we look back at this document, there is nothing on here stating any kind of special offense, like anything wrong. There's this doesn't indicate any crime, any criminal actions. It's just they essentially came across somebody who invested in Uniswap a large amount, and now they want to know why. $16 million at one time. That's the transaction that they're focusing on. So whoever came across with this $16 million move into Uniswap, that's what caused the attention. Now, just taking account, and we're not going to need the rest of this, guys, because I've been thinking about this all weekend. Okay. taking into account how business operates in general, this type of move is, like I said, punch. This is a 1-2 punch that we're about to see. This is punch one. Okay. Once the SEC gets done doing what he's doing, then yeah, it's going to usher in a renaissance for DeFi. All right. This all of this targeting on DeFi is for a reason. All right. I've seen this happen before. It kind of reminds me of when they started to place regulations and laws down for internet companies. That's when the strongest internet companies began to rise. Okay. Uniswap makes it through this, they'll be the Amazon of DeFi space. Okay. Now, let's just take a look at Uniswap really quick. Just some factuals here. Want to show you the market cap and their ranking. All right. Now, come on, give it to me now. So, when it comes to DeFi, $14.02 billion market cap. You can see that right here. Let me zoom in for you guys. But yes, bring it back down right there. $14 billion market cap. The next competitor is Aave. They only have $4.2 billion. PancakeSwap, $4.2. Maker, Compound, $2.2 billion. That's why they went after Uniswap and not the rest of these platforms, right? So, of course, this is just a theory, but we're in a speculation market. I think we all have the right to speculate. And what I'm speculating is that once Uniswap gets done with this SEC situation, guys, it's going to be very, very fun being a Uniswap investor. So that's why in my last vault video, I started with the position that I started to take in Uniswap. I do plan on increasing that position slightly. So if you want to get involved, get in the position yourself, I would suggest going to Vault because you're able to stake Uniswap in our interests while you're holding, while we're going through this phase with the SEC. So with all that being said, guys, just wanted to share my insights on what was going on. Just wanted to share my insights on what was going on with Uniswap, guys. Don't fret. I don't think this is going to be bad at all because you can still see it didn't take a huge hit. Okay. $30 was the highest point it had reached in the last couple of months. Then it just brought it back down to the mid 20 range. Still nothing catastrophic. Nothing made no 20-30% correction, no 50% correction. That just shows that it was brought back down to a level where people who in the know or people who need to be next in position were going to come in and buy. Let's take that same position, guys. But if you found value in all of that, man, make sure you hit the like button and, of course, subscribe so that way you never miss an update on global crypto adoption from a global perspective. Of course, you can get in contact with me directly. Links will be down in the description for your convenience. And as always, I want you to have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, make that money. I'll see y'all in the next.